Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Carmine Sabia for Explain America, and Joe Biden is bragging about the new jobs report, but he might want to stop real quick. Before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Those little things really help us out, and they help our channel continue to grow. You know, the media and the liberals are all talking about Fox News host Larry Kudlow actually praises Biden's jobs report, and he tells conservatives to stop slamming it. Yeah, that's part of what he said. But then he told you what's behind the numbers. He told you the truth about what's going on with the economy. He told you about how people can't afford to live in this country anymore and make ends meet. They want to show you this jobs report, and they want you to pretend that you don't see what you see with your own eyes, that you're not paying twice as much for groceries now than you paid when Trump was in office. I know I am. Okay? They want you to pretend that your wages are suddenly enough to cover your expenses. I know people making a fortune that are having to struggle to survive. So what he's talking about here, and when he gets into the real numbers, you're going to hear in the beginning, he's going to be sounding like he's praising Biden. Then he's going to get to the reality of it. I want you to hear it, and then I want you to give me your opinions. Please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. It really helps us out. I'm Carmine Sabia for Explain America. We love you guys. God bless you. Take care, everybody.
All right, let me talk a little bit about that. We had a blowout jobs report, more than twice the consensus expectation. Now, I know many of my conservative friends are trying to drill holes in this report. But you know what, folks? It is what it is. It's a very strong report. Not every economic stat should be viewed through a political lens. I've been in this business a very long time, and sometimes you just have to throw away the ballot box and just recognize the numbers. They are what they are. This was a very strong report. 353,000 gain in non-farm payrolls, a very big number. Prior 2 months, revised up by 126,000, another big number. And the bottom line here is more Americans are working. And that is a good thing, no matter what your party registration is. Also a good thing, worker wages continue to improve. Average hourly earnings for production workers, a.k.a. middle-class, blue-collar folks, they're up 4.8% over the past 12 months. And you know what? Their rate of productivity, that is output per hour, a very important economic efficiency and growth indicator, well, productivity rose 2.7% last year. That's a good number. So the workforce is earning its pay hike. Plus, over the past 3 months, inflation-adjusted real wages increased by 4.5%, so typical working families got a nice real wage boost for a change. Unfortunately, over the duration of Joe Biden's presidency, real average earnings are still down 2.4%. That's the affordability crisis that I've been talking about so much. Not even a good jobs report in January can erase that affordability problem. Through December, which are the latest data, showed that real average weekly earnings have actually fallen almost 5% over the course of Mr. Biden's presidency. That's why the recent TIP poll shows that 44% of Americans are still living paycheck to paycheck. It's the affordability crisis. January's very good jobs report does not erase the fact that food prices up over 1/3, gasoline up nearly 30%, and the overall CPI up nearly 18%. A lot of big government Biden spending is behind all these numbers. Over the past year, for example, while nominal GDP is up $1.5 trillion, federal debt has increased $2.5 trillion. That is a lot of spending and borrowing. Last year's budget deficit was $2 trillion. This year's probably going to be over $2 trillion. So despite low unemployment and a resilient job market, the Bidens are still running a roughly 8% deficits to GDP number, which is unheard of in a peacetime recovery. Government spending in the new fiscal year is already up 8.5%. Now, there are some glitches in the January jobs report. For one, the small business household survey did decline 31,000 after falling 683,000 in December. That's not good. None of this jobs euphoria jives, by the way, with proliferating layoff reports. Challenger Gray, well, they report over 82,000 layoffs in January. Over 23,000 of that coming from the financial industry, another 16,000 from the tech sector, and over 6,000 from food producers. So the good number is the good number, but we will see if it is sustainable throughout the year. Meanwhile, a word to Wall Street. The Fed may not cut interest rates again in my lifetime, and that is my risk.